Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we have a blind ranking for you guys. Pretty much how this works is we'll get a random wrestler. For example, we have Kane right here, and then pretty much we'll just rank them based on whose career we would rather watch. So for your 10, not so much, 1 for sure, and yeah, going pretty much random, and yeah, should be pretty fun.
Yeah, this will be a fun video. Yeah, I'm excited to do this one.
Alright, I'm going to hit refresh so we can get a new set of people, and yeah, let's get things started. We start off with Mark Henry. So for me, probably pretty low. Very long career, I will say, but yeah, probably that 8, 9, maybe even 10.
Yeah, I think 8 is about where I'd put him. He does have a lot, wrestled all throughout the Attitude era. His world title run was pretty good. He does have a couple of good matches in there, a couple of good stories in there. Maybe 9. I'll say 9.
Yeah, okay.
I want to put him 10 because, it might be a little too early for 10.
Okay. Next up is Bobby Lashley. So, a interesting career. Definitely had some start and stops. Wrestled from 2007 to about 2000, I don't even know, or 2005 to like 2007 or something like that. Then came back a few years later. For me, maybe like a 7.
Yeah, either 6 or 7. He's had some pretty good matches. He has WrestleMania moments. He has title runs. Obviously, the billionaire battle with obviously Vince and Donald Trump and all that. Umaga feud, Finn Balor feud. He has done quite a few nice things. So 6 or 7 for me.
Okay, I'll probably go with the later end just because for me personally, I don't think he's that high. So I'll go with the 7, but I don't mind that either. Next up is Cody Rhodes. So definitely another interesting one just because the past few years have been insane for him, but also has a lot of stuff in the past as well. For me, it's probably going to be top 5, so maybe like a 4, maybe 3.
Yeah, I would probably say 4 just because, at least for me, it's really only been since his last WWE run since coming back is when I've been enjoying Cody Rhodes the most.
All right. And then next up is R-Truth. Now this is an interesting one just because he's been wrestling for so long. But what do you think?
I mean, he's definitely obviously going to be an 8 or a 10. It's just about whether you put him over or under Mark Henry. And I'd probably put him over, honestly. I'm thinking an 8 for R-Truth. He has a lot of funny moments. He does have good matches. He definitely has the in-ring quality. He has TNA content to go back to watch. WWE. So yeah, I think I would put him one step above Mark Henry as far as who I'd rather watch.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Like you said, the funny stuff, and then also he's wrestled in Attitude Era WWE. He wrestled in TNA when it was first, popping off. Came back to WWE, so I don't mind an 8. The next up is Stone Cold. So now this one, obviously going to be a top 3 pick, but it depends how high you want to go, because could get some like a CM Punk or a Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker. So what do you think?
I mean, it doesn't really get a lot better than Stone Cold Steve Austin, so I feel like he's a safe number 1 to lock in. I mean, we already got Cody Rhodes. He's a pretty big name. We got Steve Austin. I feel like that's a good, spectrum between those two.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Then next up is Bray Wyatt.
Okay, interesting.
All right, so for me, it's probably going to fall in that 5 or 6. Potentially 3, but me personally, I wouldn't put him that high. What do you think?
Yeah, it's about I don't know.
Because I think there's a pretty, I'm going to say a huge gap between Cody and Bray Wyatt. So that 4 to 5 feels kind of wrong, but I feel like there's also a gap between Bobby Lashley and Bray Wyatt as well. It just depends how do we think the rest of the list is going to go, really.
Yeah.
If you think we're going to get somebody in between the Bray Wyatt, Bobby Lashley reign, then we can go 5, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think, who would I rather watch? I'm gonna say 5.
5? Okay, I don't mind that.
Yeah, that's I kind of wanted to put him 3 just because there is a lot of cool things that he's done, obviously. However, I think I would put him that step below Cody.
Okay. Then next up, it is Dolph Ziggler. Okay, so this is somebody I think kind of fits this perfectly. I think he kind of falls right after Bray Wyatt. I think Bray Wyatt has the more more cinema style stuff and like the crazier stuff, but Dolph Ziggler has a huge catalog as well. And he's also still active as well, so that's also adding on to it as well. So I think 6 for me is about where I would put it.
Yeah, you get a 20-year career with Dolph Ziggler. You get his current TNA run, which he's doing pretty cool things over there. Already won the world champion over there. So, yeah, I think that's a safe spot for him.
Then next up is Eddie. Okay, so it really depends on if do we think there's gonna be somebody in between Eddie and Stone Cold, or do we think somebody's gonna be between Eddie and Cody Rhodes?
I feel like probably 2, but if you want to put 3 out, it's fine.
Let's go 2 and just hope we get somebody that fills it out. Daniel Bryan.
Okay.
So
I'm fine with that, honestly.
So me personally, I think that's perfect for me.
Yeah.
So hopefully somebody that we would not watch rather than Mark Henry.
Nah.
So we get Matt Hardy. Okay.
It doesn't say the Hardys.
Yeah.
So, specifically his singles run, maybe I would rather watch Mark Henry. Probably not, but...
Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably put him... Probably 9. I think I'd just switch him and Mark Henry. And really, this list to me... I think the other only one I'd maybe switch is R-Truth and Bobby, just because of how much longer R-Truth's been doing it. But yeah, I think this list is almost perfect, honestly.
Yeah, I don't mind this one at all.
All right, we're gonna do another round. And yeah, we're gonna click off popular choices of me, pretty much just anybody, I guess, and yeah, see what we get. Start off with Bobby Lashley, or do you want to start a new run? This might start with somebody fresh.
Yeah, let's refresh it one more time.
Stone Cold.
One more time. Alright, whatever. We'll stick with R-Truth. Well, he's a good, list starter for the bottom tier. So I think we had him at 8, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go 9 this time.
Okay. And then the Ultimate Warrior. Okay. Maybe me personally?
Somewhat short career.
Yeah.
I would put him 6 or 7.
Yeah, I'll go with the latter 2 just because for me, I've never had too much interest in watching Ultimate Warrior besides to hear some of those pops. And then a Mark Henry, okay, our turn. Do we go 10 or?
Yeah, let's go 10. Might regret that later, but we'll find out, I guess. Filling up this bottom half.
Mick Foley. Okay, so for me, easily top 5.
He might be top 3.
Yeah, I definitely want to be opposed to it.
3 is a spot that I'm kind of looking at.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all. Undertaker. Okay, so 2 or 1, because obviously Taker's been doing it for over 40 years or however long he's been doing it, but 1 or 2. Or 4, I guess.
I mean, he's definitely a safe 1. Obviously you have 30 WrestleManias to go through, plus everything in between those manias. Yeah. What do you think?
Only because I think we might potentially just get somebody a little bit more, and that's pretty much just like maybe a Punk or Stone Cold again, or The Rock, Triple H. So I wouldn't mind putting him at 2 just to try to get that real number 1,
Yeah, I'm fine with not locking in a number 1. You just get.
Alright, and then next up is Ted DiBiase. So our first mess up, I'm guessing we're both going to pick 8.
Yeah.
Okay, and then next up is Dusty Rhodes. Okay. Huh.
Okay. I'd probably put him right above Ultimate Warrior at 6, honestly. I love Dusty Rhodes, but not someone who I'd really want to go watch, necessarily.
Yeah, okay. I can agree with that. Then next up is Bray Wyatt.
Honestly, right where he's at number 5 feels about right.
Yeah, I don't mind that. And then next up, Christian. Ooh, okay.
I mean, it has to be number 4. I mean, it kind of has to be. So hopefully we get someone amazing for this last one.
Okay.
Honestly,
I don't mind it.
I would swap him and Undertaker, obviously, in hindsight.
Yeah.
But I don't mind it.
Yeah, it's not awful. Obviously, I think the match catalog wise, I think Chris Jericho has had way better matches than Undertaker. So I don't mind that on that part. But yeah, Christian would have went down probably under Dusty or under Bray potentially.
Yeah.
And then obviously Teddy DiBiase probably went to 10,
Yeah.
Mark Henry to 9, R-Truth. It's probably 8, so yeah. Yeah, I think we can do one more.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do one more.
Alright, we start off with Dusty Rhodes, or we want a fresh?
Nah, that's cool. Let's start with the American Dream here.
Alright, so I think he's a good baseline, so I wouldn't mind kind of putting him at that middle of the pack, like that 5'6" maybe.
Yeah, I think he was at 6 last time. Probably just put him right back at 6 again this time.
Alright, the next up is Mick Foley, another return. 4, 5, 3.
Probably 3 or 4 for me.
I'll go 3. I like Mick. MVP, okay, new one at least.
Alright, definitely not a 10.
Yeah, definitely not.
I'm looking at 8, I think.
Yeah, I really like Envy. I think he's kind of underrated. I think obviously during that time there's a lot bigger people. But yeah, next up is Bret Hart. So 2, 4, 1.
Yeah, obviously Bret Hart has a lot of good matches. I'm not too hyped about watching, past like 97. I'm pretty much, kind of fall off of wanting to watch some of, that wrestling era. However, it is Bret Hart. A lot of great feuds. You have a lot of Stone Cold in there, a lot of Shawn Michaels in there. Some tag team action in there. His feud with his brother, Owen Hart. A lot of good things in there. So I think 2 is a safe spot. It is Bret Hart at the end of the day.
Yeah, don't mind it at all. And then next up is Jey Uso. Okay.
Okay, I mean, honestly, he's probably right where he's at is probably where I'd put him. Just one step above Dusty. His tag team matches have been amazing. His singles run has been good up until the Royal Rumble. I've enjoyed it at least. So I think I'd put him right above Dusty at number 5.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Edge 4.
Yeah, it's a pretty safe 4. Put him with his arch enemy Mick Foley.
Roman Reigns.
Okay, honestly 7, I don't even mind him being at 7 all that much. Because technically you're going to get to see Roman Reigns in the Jey Uso story anyway.
Next up is Christian, so it kind of has to fall at 9.
Yeah, honestly, I don't really mind it too much. I was never a big singles action Christian guy.
Okay, then next up is Sheamus. Ugh. Definitely want to have him at 10.
Yeah, definitely
but
not.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, for the sake of the list, I think he's got to go number 10.
And last but not least is Kane.
I don't hate it too much. At least it's Kane. A lot of good stories in there. Does have some good matches. Long career. I don't hate it all that much. However, obviously this would not be the order I would list this 10. This is definitely the worst one of the 3.
Yeah, I think we have time for one more as well. So we're gonna do another one. All right.
Yeah, we're having fun with it anyway.
All right. We start off with Randy Orton. Okay, a new person. I'm cool. All right. What do we think?
Probably. I've never been too high on Randy Orton. Feel like he's maybe a little bit overrated. I'm thinking 3. He does have a lot of good stories in there. However, 2 or 3.
Okay. Honestly, I was gonna go with 4 to be honest, just because I feel like there is a decent amount of people I'd watch more than Randy, but I'll put him at a 3. And then Kane.
Probably a 5 or a 6 for me.
Yeah, I'll go with 5. I think he's kind of that middle of the pack. Kofi. Would I watch Kofi more than Kane? There's New Day there. Singles Kofi is really good. Another guy who's been doing it for damn near 20 years coming soon.
We get some heel action from his current era of him.
I think Kofi mate. I think personally, I might have to go 4.
Yeah, honestly, I don't mind that at all.
Plus, I like Kofi more than Kane, so
yeah. Shout out to Kofi.
Randy Savage, okay.
Probably a 6, honestly, 6 or 7, either one.
Yeah, I think personally, I woulda went with Randy Savage over Kane, but honestly, we didn't know that. Kevin Owens. Ooh.
I mean, I'd put him at 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say honestly a 2, and I don't mind it at all.
Yeah.
Undertaker. Okay.
I mean, yeah, kind of has to be number 1. This is a very good list so far.
Yeah.
I'm not minding it too much.
Hopefully, we don't get some big hitters now.
Yeah.
Okay. Chris Jericho.
Okay.
I mean, just
7. Yeah, it has to be 7.
Wade Barrett.
I mean, I've never liked him, so I mean, 10 is fine with me.
I'll go with. Yeah, okay, I'll go with 10. I wanted to put him at 9 just because we might get somebody worse, but I'll be safe and put him out at 10. All right, MVP again.
I mean, under Chris, I think 9 is pretty safe because anyone could be under Chris Jericho, kind of.
Okay. So wait, so he's at 8?
No, 9, because
Okay.
anyone could be under Chris Jericho no matter what, but some people might not be able to be under MVP.
Okay. And last to finish the list is AJ Styles. No.
Yeah, obviously this wouldn't be my choice. I would swap
Yeah.
a few people around. However, it's not terrible. I would still say the last one was probably the worst 10.
Yeah, I'd probably put Jericho probably at that 3 slot, and then 8 or no. I'll probably put AJ at the 3, and then Jericho at 4, and then it and probably Randy Savage over Kane as well. But yeah, I think it's not awful. I think there's a few spots that you could change out, but honestly, not too bad either.
Yeah, I definitely like it a lot. Tons of WrestleMania matches in here, titles in here, and all kind of stuff.
Yeah, but that will wrap it up for us in this video. Now, we could do a part 2 to this, but with wrestling finishers if you guys would like. So let us know down in the comments below if you do want to see that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will catch you guys in the next one.